Okay, recording 먼저 하고 wait, Roy, can you just briefly introduce yourself? And yeah, we'll start.
Uh, yeah, hi, my name is Roy. I'm from Korea. I grew up in Korea and I'm currently attending North London Collegiate School in Jeju. And I am a senior.
아버님도 소개 간단히 부탁드릴게요.
한국말로?
네, 한국어여도 돼요.
음, 저는 송동익이고요. 송재훈의 아빠입니다.
음, 그,
Yeah.
yeah.
감사합니다. Oh, so, uh, have you guys been briefed on what the general direction of the interview is gonna be about, Roy?
Yeah, we got a few guiding questions earlier.
Yeah, okay. So just to begin, could you maybe just introduce, maybe the dynamics between you and your father, perhaps in the past, like the way he kind of parents you, his parenting philosophy, and if you think that's more of like a Eastern-based thing, a Western-based thing, just your overall evaluation of your relationship with your father sitting next to you. Yeah. Could you just do that real quick?
Yeah, so I think definitely a bit more Eastern based. And I think generally it hasn't been too hands-on, if I'm being honest. I think a lot of the parenting actually came from my mom. But uh, I'd also like to note that I think at pivotal moments, he kind of did step in and kind of, have those like difficult conversations from time to time. So I think generally, I think he was like pretty involved, but when it came to like serious conversations, I think is when he really showed up a lot, which might be, generally an Asian thing where you don't interact too much with your parents.
네, 그럼 아버님한테 여쭤보고 싶었던 건 이제 아버님은 어린 시절 어떤 환경에서 자라셨고, 그리고 본인의 양육 방식을 어떻게 설명하시는지 그냥 그거에 대해서 답해 주시면 될 것 같아요.
음, 저는 1978년에 태어났고요. 뭐 그 당시에 태어난 집, 제 친구들의 뭐 대부분의 집이 다 비슷할 텐데, 이제 대부분의 이제 한국 가정처럼 이제 가부장적인 아버지, 그다음 그거에 순종적인 어머니, 이제 밑에서 자라나서 뭐 거의 군대식의 그런 양육 방식 밑에서 자라났고, 뭐 엄격한 아버지의 명령에 따라서 이제 행동은 하는데 또 반대로 그 당시 이제 아버지들은 뭐 이렇게 도덕적인 내지는 어떤 규율적인 면에서는 이제 간섭을 그러니까 오더를 많이 내렸지만 뭐 예를 들어서 학교 공부나 뭐 숙제나 어떤 그런 학업적인 면에서는 뭐 저 같은 경우에는 저희 아버지 어머니 다 크게 관심을 쓰지는 않았거든요. 그래서 일단 그냥 혼자 뭐 예를 들어서 학교 생활이나 뭐 이런 거를 혼자 다 해결하는 스타일이었고 뭐 공부도 혼자 그냥 알아서 하는 스타일. 그러니까 뭐 그런 학업적인 면에서 뭐 부모님의 서포트를 뭐 크게 받지는 못하고 자랐죠. 그렇게 자랐기 때문에 뭐 제가 키워진 양육 방식은 뭐 지극히 이제 유교적인 동양 쪽에서도 이제 유교적인 양육 방식 속에서 살았고 뭐 군사불일체라는 말이 있죠. 군사불일체. 임금과 스승과 부모는 뭐 하늘과 같은 존재이기 때문에 다 같은 존재이기 때문에 이 사람들의 말은 절대적으로 따라야 된다. 이제 뭐 그런 양육 환경에서 자라났습니다.
혹시
So what I found, oh yeah, do you want to
네,
ask
이생각
or?
이생각.
Okay, so what I found interesting was, Roy, your father said that he was in a more like authoritarian, like classically Eastern type of family structure, right? But you also said that you had this kind of Eastern upbringing, but at the same time, your dad wasn't like too hands-on. He wasn't that authoritarian, right? But at the same time, these two seemingly contrasting ways of approaching parenthood, they're both can be considered to be Eastern or Korean. So, do you think him being a bit more laid back, not as authoritarian as his father probably was, do you think that's just something that he developed on his own, or do you think that has to do with like maybe Korean society becoming more and more westernized as time goes on?
Yeah, I think just as a general trend, maybe we don't look upon patriarchy as favorably as we did maybe like 40 years ago. So I think that's definitely a factor that's involved. I think generally, Korea's been getting a bit more progressive, but I think this is also something that's reflected in how people approach parenting. Because I have definitely come across my fair share of, friends who have like really authoritative parents. But at the same time, I think the overall trend is, they're pretty laid back and like based off the stories I've heard, of my grandfather, I don't think it's anywhere near as strict as that. Uh, Although I will say that I think for me at least and for my friends, I think we're still uh, really operating within like that Eastern framework, if that makes sense. And I can maybe elaborate on this a bit more later on, but I think one of the key distinctions between the East and the West is, uh, and for lack of better phrasing, I think the West there's a bit of a body-body feel when it comes to, the father-son relationship, and I think in Eastern societies maybe there's a bit more formality involved. I think that kind of does, tie into like Confucian, social values where you're meant to like respect your parents and like filial piety, is something that's like reinforced from a very young age. So I think that's definitely one factor. And I don't think Korea is necessarily straight too far from that, but I think it's just different interpretation of that dynamic where we don't necessarily have to be, uh, aggressive towards our children to maintain that respectful relationship.
네, 그 아버님이 아까 되게 본인은 엄격한 양육 방식에서 자랐다고 하셨는데 혹시 그게 로이 형하고 형의 동생에게도 똑같이 간 것 같다고 생각하시는지 아니면 어떻게 바뀌었다고 생각하시는지 혹시 그거에 대해서.
음, 그러니까 보통 이제 자기가 받은 양육 방식을 이제 자식한테 어떻게 투영할 거냐는 두 가지 예가 있을 것 같아요. 첫 번째는 이제 그 자기가 받은 양육 방식에 대해서 긍정적으로 생각하는 사람은 자기 자식에게 똑같은 방식으로 이제 양육을 할 거고 반대로 자기가 받은 양육 방식에 뭐 불만이란 표현은 그렇지만 불만이 있거나 그러니까 만족하지 못한 경우에는 이제 반대로 나는 저렇게 하지 말아야겠다라는 생각으로 이제 자식을 양육하는 방식이 이제 뭐 크게 두 가지로 나눈다면 저는 내가 자라온 양육 방식에 있어서 얻은 것도 물론 많았지만 아쉬운 부분이 너무나도 많았기 때문에 나는 약간 반대로 가자 주의였고, 그래서 이제 반대로 가려고 이제 노력은 하는데 반대로 어떻게 보면 내가 교육을 그렇게 받았잖아요. 거의 30년의 교육을 그렇게 받았기 때문에 안 되는 부분도 있고, 그리고 악착같이 내가 노력을 해서 조금 개선시킨 부분도 있고, 그러니까 지금은 반은 아니고 한 원서드는 약간 웨스턴 방식이라고 생각하면 될 것 같고, 투서드는 약간 그래도 나도 보고 배운 게 있기 때문에 이스턴 스타일로 양육을 하는 것 같아요.
Yeah, I think that's like a really common and interesting kind of trend that we've been seeing, which is people, like, for example, like Eastern parents on one hand, kind of recognize that maybe, oh, being too strict might not be like always good. But then at the same time, they acknowledge that some aspects of Eastern parenthood, like the strict authoritarian parenthood, they still have their merits, right? So that's where they kind of tend to combine both Western as well as Eastern values, which is what your father is doing. And going back to what you mentioned earlier about the differences between like Eastern and Western parenting, we kind of saw that distinction in our like first two interviews with Ashton's dad and my dad. So Ashton's dad and his relationship was more of like a like friendly, more intimate, whereas mine is like the more stereotypically Asian, a bit more structured, a bit more formal. You said you could elaborate a bit more of that on your own experiences. Could you do that real quick?
Yeah, could you just clarify which bit you want me to
Oh, yeah.
elaborate
So
on?
earlier you were like, you talked about like your friends and how you saw that there were like different relationships that they had with their parents, and then some of their parents are more Eastern, some are more Western, and it's like you said you could elaborate more on that later.
Yeah. So I think, like you mentioned, I guess key distinction would be potentially just emotional vulnerability. Uh, and I think just like when it comes to any discussion about like parental relationships, actually, uh, I think it's definitely worth considering like the context in which maybe our parents' generation grew up in, right? Because like my dad just mentioned, you know, if you grow up in an environment where certain values are pushed onto you, where, you know, you're kind of taught that this is the way that we, let's say, we parent, right? I think that's definitely gonna have an influence on you. Uh, like, because for example, for me, like, obviously, I'm a pretty young guy. I don't really like buy into the age hierarchy thing too much. But at the same time, if some random kid comes up to me and starts speaking like without the honorifics, right, that's going to be a bit of a shock to me because I've just been kind of conditioned to expect somewhat of a relationship to exist between people of different ages. I think the same applies for parenthood because even me, I think like I'm still pretty young, but I think that's definitely something that I'm noticing is uh I'm kind of expecting somewhat of a more formal relationship. So when it kind of goes outside of that, it feels like it's going outside of my comfort zone because it's not what I'm used to. Uh for my friends, I think something that's interesting though is uh I'm not sure if this is like representative of the overall situation or is it if it's just like me and my friends, but I think a lot of us are actually generally a bit more afraid of our mothers. Uh, in that I think maybe not like objectively because they're scary or anything, but just because I feel like a lot of the interaction and a lot of the telling off actually comes from moms, which potentially is something that we're seeing a shift towards, or a shift away from the patriarchal social structure like a few decades ago. So that's definitely something interesting I noticed. I think generally Korean people or like I don't want to, stereotype, but I think people from East Asian uh, cultures have a bit more of a difficult time expressing emotions. I think this again kind of ties back to like Confucianism and how you're kind of taught that you have a specific place in society and your, I guess, goal for the rest of your life is to not deviate from that place too much, right? So I think that makes it a bit more difficult for people to be like emotionally open, just like in general, right? And I think definitely when there's like some sort of hierarchy involved, whether that be you and your boss or like you and, an upperclassman, I think that also contributes to that dynamic where you're expecting formality, but also you know that formality is expected of you, right? Uh, so yeah, I think that's definitely like the key distinction I'm noticing. Because again, I haven't really uh interacted with like a lot of Western parents,
Mm.
uh like personally, but I think the general vibes I'm getting are that uh yeah, it's a bit more like emotional openness and like, my understanding is that you're supposed to be like friends, right? Like I've seen maybe this isn't normal, but I've seen like kids call their dad by their first name and stuff, which in Korea is like it's not, it's inconceivable, right? So I think that definitely that kind of like, emotional proximity is something that's for me the biggest difference I'm noticing.
Yeah. I think that was very well stated. Yeah.
그 아버님은 아까 되게 한국적인 양육 방식에서 잘하셨다고 하셨는데 어떤 이유로 로이 형하고 동생을 그 인터내셔널 스쿨 NLCS에 보내게 되셨는지 그리고 어떤 학습 시스템을 예상하면서 가셨는지 혹시 설명 한 번만 해주실 수 있나요?
음, 일단은 내가 겪어온 학창 생활은 되게 힘들었어요. 그러니까 전형적인 한국식 교육이고, 뭐, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10등 딱 등수로 분류를 하고, 뭐, 그러니까 쉽게 얘기하면 학교에서도 공부 잘하는 애들은 인정을 해주고, 공부를 못하는 애들은 철저히 무시당하고, 외면당하고, 도태당하고, 학교 생활을 그렇게 했고, 근데 그게 사회에 나와서도 똑같이 적용이 되더라고요. 능력 있는 사람은 대접을 받고, 능력이 없는 사람은 도태되고, 뭐, 그 개인의 성격과 성향과 뭐 이런 거는 완전히 무시된 채, 그랬는데 내가 이제 나는 다 끝났으니까 끝나고 나서 돌이켜 생각해 보면 너무 힘들었어요, 그게. 그러니까 학교에서 공부를 하는 것도 힘들고 그거 알죠? 대치동 가면은 학원가 엄청나게 많고 거기 라이딩 하는 것도 힘들었고 그리고 애들이 과연 저런 학원에 가서 뭘 배울까? 또 나는 퀘스천 마크였고 그래서 나는 힘들게 공부를 해서 힘들게 이제 직업을 갖고 힘들게는 아니요. 지금은 이제 편안하게 살고는 있지만 그 과정이 너무 힘들었기 때문에 우리의 애들은 그런 과정을 겪지 않고 그거를 스킵해서 넘어갈 수 있는 방법이 없을까 해서 찾다 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 대안으로 찾은 게 이제 인터내셔널 스쿨이고 그거는 예를 들면 그거랑 똑같아요. 둘 다 부모님이 계시죠, 아버님이. 군대를 자기 아들을 군대를 보내고 싶은 부모는 없어요. 뭐 엄마들은 당연히 그럴 거고 아빠들 같은 경우에도 자기가 군대에서 너무 당한 게 많기 때문에 아, 저거는 진짜 저 더러운 꼴은 내 자식한테 보여주면 안 되겠다는 생각으로 어떻게든 군대를 뺄 수 있으면 빼려고 노력을 할 거예요. 그러니까 이제 뭐 국회의원이나 정치인들은 그렇게 권력을 사용해서 군대를 빼고 하는 일들이 이제 생기는 거고 그냥 이제 일반적인 국민들은 그게 안 되니까 이제 어쩔 수 없이 군대를 가게 되는 거고. 그러니까 그거랑 똑같은 것 같아요. 그러니까 내가 겪은 힘듦과 뭐 피곤함 이런 거를 겪지 않고 그러니까 약간 서양식의 교육을 받으면 한국처럼 경쟁화되지도 않고 뭐 예를 들어서 자기 필요한 과목만 이수하면서 편하게 자기가 하고 싶은 공부를 하지 않을까라는 생각에 이제 인터내셔널 스쿨을 보내게 된 거죠.
Oh, this is just like a general comment that I'm gonna make. It's not really like a question or anything, but oh, I think that's a really interesting take for me because my dad kind of had the opposite viewpoint on Kunde because he's really adamant that I actually go to Kunde because his stance is, oh, you've lived in the States for a while, you go to international school, but at the same time, you still have to recognize that you have this Korean heritage, and the best way to embrace your patriotism is by going to Gunde. So he actually wants me to go to Gunde. So I thought it was interesting that you have like a different opinion on that. And I have a kind of like a maybe a difficult question for Roy. So you can like take time to think of an answer. But in your opinion, like you're still young, you probably haven't thought about what you're going to do as a parent in the future. But are there any aspects of parenthood in which you think you would parent your child differently than how your father parented you? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a pretty straightforward response to that, and that's personally, I think I'm someone who appreciates a lot of the aspects of the Western style of parenting. But at the same time, the way I see it is, uh, let's say like the negative aspects of Eastern parenting, I think get diluted over generations. For example, let's say my grandparents were like really strict, like old school Korean parents, and my dad's like let's say one third Western, like two thirds Korean style parenting, right? I think realistically, I don't think it's fair on me to for me to expect myself to be, 100% like Western style parenting from the get-go. I think it's definitely a process I want to kind of ease myself into. And maybe I don't want to set like an unreasonable goal, but if I can go for like let's say two-thirds Western and one-third uh Eastern or something like that, maybe that's what I want to go for. But definitely I think uh just like from a ideal standpoint, obviously you want to be more emotionally open. Obviously, you want to, at least for me, I want to be a bit more like, emotionally proximate to my children if I decide to have any. But at the same time, again, like we mentioned earlier, right, I have grown up in a system where maybe that's not something that's like actively encouraged, right? And it's definitely better than like, again, like 4 decades ago. But at the same time, I think there are very clear like social structures and like, context that's influenced my development as a person. And I think like regardless of how much effort I put in, there's definitely gonna be like a hard cap on what I'm gonna let my kids do. Be a bit uncomfortable with having my kids uh do, especially when it comes to like, ideas of like respect and filial piety.
And these more Western values that were instilled in you, these were kind of things that you grew to accept as you went to like NLCS, like the boarding school, right? So is that just something that just gradually happened for you as you were immersed in this like international school environment?
Yeah, I think you could say that. But at the same time, like I don't want to confine this to like this discussion to like a dichotomy of East and West, especially because it seems like we're really assigning all the bad values to the
That's true.
Eastern style of parenting. So I want to err on the side of caution on that. But yeah, I think like definitely we do see overall trends, and like I think it's really down to culture uh, and the social norms in each society, right? But at the same time, I've definitely seen like Western parents who are like really hardcore old school, like, run their kids into the mud and stuff. Uh, And I think maybe it's not like, maybe there's a bigger difference in generation than there is in East and West. Because obviously, like something that's I think a bit more common in the West is like getting remarried, right? So I have a few friends who have like really old parents, like parents who are in their like 70s or like late 60s. And I think definitely, their style is uh like in a sense it's like more quote unquote Eastern, but I don't think it's necessarily, because they're appreciating like Eastern values of parenthood. I think it's more because generally it's just, more conservative, like old school values. So I think maybe that age like that generational distinction is something that uh, might be, a bit clearer than the East-West cultural distinction.
No.
Uh, and I think Confucianism is something that like maybe complicates that relationship a bit, but that's something that's unique to the East that I think definitely does influence it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that evaluation of generational differences rather than like geographical differences is a great way of putting it because in our past interviews too, we've seen that most parenting styles aren't just strictly Eastern or strictly Western. It's more about how the parents themselves individually evaluated the values of a parent in each culture and then applied them in their own unique way through their own growth, right? And I think generally, if we try to put a label on what Western parenting is and Eastern parenting is, what I've kind of seen is that the best distinction would be that the West is more process oriented, whereas the East is more goal oriented. So Western parents kind of tend to put greater emphasis on like process of like how you do things, maybe like the effort that you put in, so on and so forth, and they help you in the process. Whereas Eastern parents, of course, they value effort too, but I've seen that they value goals to a greater extent than perhaps more Americanized parents would. And I think uh you guys would probably agree to it. So yeah, that's been my evaluation of Eastern and Western parenthood from what I've learned.
네, 그리고 아까 아버님이 한국 아버지들이 이제 서양식 양육에서 이제 서양식 양육에서 미국 방식으로 양육하는 아버지들이 배울 수 있는 점은 이제 한국 스타일의 양육은 이제 좀 엄격하고 그런 것들이었는데 그 혹시 미국 아버지들이 한국식 양육에서 배울 수 있는 점은 무엇이라고 생각하는지 답해 주시죠.
이게 보통 보면은 서양식은 이제 프렌들리한 관계잖아요. 프렌들리 릴레이션십인데 이제 동양 쪽에서는 이제 스트릭트하게 약간 원웨이죠. 한쪽에서 그러니까 부모가 오더를 내리면은 이제 자식들이 그거를 이제 수행하는 이제 그런 입장인 건데 이제 세상이 많이 변해서 이제 한국 부모들도 이제 나처럼 그거를 이제 겪고 자란 세대들 중에 내가 봤을 때 반은 나는 저렇게 하지 말아야지라고 생각을 지금 하고 있는 사람이 반일 거고 무슨 소리야 나는 저렇게 자라서 성공한 인생을 살고 있어 내 자식도 똑같이 자라야지라고 생각하는 사람이 반은 안 될 것 같아. 한 3분의 2, 3분의 1 정도가 될 것 같아요. 그러니까 근데 이제 그 동양의 관점에서 보면 이제 어쨌든 부모와 자식 사이에는 지켜야 될 예절도 있고 어떤 격이 있을 거예요. 근데 그거를 다 허물고 뭐 친구처럼 지내면 좋을 수는 있겠으나 어떤 결정적인 결정을 해야 될 때나 그런 순간에 어, 그런 세상을 조금 더 산 사람으로서의 조언이나 이런 거를 뭐 물론 프렌들이라도 그거를 받아들이지를 않지는 않겠지만 그래도 좀 더 전달이 아니라 그러니까 어떤 결정이 안 됐을 때 보다 더 경험이 많은 부모의 의견으로 결정이 된다면 부모 입장에서는 이게 보다 더 좋은 결정이라고 생각을 하겠죠. 근데 이제 뭐, 모든 실패도 경험이다라고 생각을 하면은 자식들에게 그 결정권을 다 주고, 그래, 실패해보고 네가 결정을 스스로 내리고 실패를 해보고, 네가 거기서 뭐 느끼는 게 있으면 좋은 거고, 뭐 느끼는 게 없으면 어쩔 수 없고, 이제 약간 요런 게 서양의 방식이라고 생각을 하는데, 일단 각각의 그러니까 서양과 동양의 그거는 약간 사회 계급의 사회적인 문제인 것 같아요. 동양 사회는 서양 사회처럼 그렇게 오퍼튜니티가 많지도 않고, 그다음에 어쨌든 회사를 들어가게 되면 또 계급별로 다 나눠져 있고, 똑같이 내가 자랐던 양육 방식처럼 회사에서도 회사 생활을 해야 되는 거예요. 그러면 그런 방식에서 그래도 몸이 익숙해진 친구들 같은 경우에는 이제 한국이라니까 뭐 동양이라고 하긴 좀 이렇게 광범위하게 되고 범위가 한국에서 한국 생활을 하는 데는 나는 오히려 더 쉽게 적응을 할 거라고 생각을 하거든요. 근데 이제 서양 사회는 이제 다른 사회이기 때문에 뭐 그거를 서양 부모들이 배워가서 뭐 자식들에게 해야 된다라는 생각까지는 솔직히 없어요. 없고 나도 이제 뭐 지금 굳이 이거를 흑백 논리로 동양이 좋냐, 서양이 좋냐 그러면 나도 약간 이제는 서양의 그 교육 방식이 더 맞다고 생각은 하는데 반대로 이제 한 가지 걱정은 서양의 사고방식으로 세상을 살아가면 한국 사회에서 분명한 거는 적응하기는 힘들어요. 그러니까 그런 거를 조금 이제 잘 조율을 해서 뭐 예를 들어서 내 자식이 나는 뭐 미국에서 살 거다 죽을 때까지 미국에 살 거고 한국 회사는 쳐다보지도 않을 거다라면 뭐 미국 방식으로 사는 것도 뭐 크게 나쁜 방법 같지는 않고요. 이제 거기에 덧붙여서 뭐 그다음 질문인지 모르겠는데 반대로 그러면은 동양 사람들이 이제 서양 사람들에게 배워와야 되는 양육 방식은 이 한국 지금 뭐 내 또래도 그렇고 우리 부모 또래도 그렇고 프렌들리하게 가면 리스펙트를 못 받는다고 생각을 해요. 그 되게 잘못된 사고방식이긴 하는데 대부분의 아직도 그 스트릭트한 방식을 선호하는 동양의 부모들은 그런 거를 걱정을 하는 경우가 되게 많아요. 근데 쓸데없는 걱정이기는 하나, 반대로 뭐 그거를 다 그렇다고 그러면 쓸데없는 걱정이니까 뭐, 동양적인 걸 다 버리고 서양적인 것만 선택을 해라라도 방법은 아닌 것 같고, 그러니까, 어쨌든 한국을 베이스로 해서 생활을 할 거면, 동서양을 조금 그래도 혼합을 하는 게 나는 지금은 이제 더 낫다라는 주의고, 그거를 굳이 이제 예전처럼 뭐 조선시대처럼 한국 것만 강요하고 강조하는 시대는 지금은 아닌 것 같아요.
Yeah. So I think that factor of changing your parental value system based on the current environment is also a really interesting factor to it because, of course, like Korean Eastern parenting styles, it's heavily influenced by Confucianism. But at the same time, there's also that recent historical factor where in like the late 20th century, it was like a really highly competitive environment in South Korea, and you had to be competitive in order to rise above the rest, right? So I think that situation also translates into the modern pattern of people just like merging Eastern and Western cultures just to fit the changing times and like the current environment of the world. Yeah. Yeah. So, Ashton, do you have anything else to add?
그냥 아버님께 마지막으로 여쭤보고 싶은 이제 퀘션은, 이제 한국에서 아버지의 역할을 더 긍정적으로 만들기 위해 뭐 변화나 지원이 필요하다고 생각하시나요? 만약에 있다면 어떤 변화가 제일 클지,
그러니까
긍정적이게 만들지, 네.
친구 같은 아버지가
음.
지금 한국 사회에서는 제일 필요한 덕목인 것 같아요. 그러니까 그게 100% 그렇게 바꿔야 된다는 얘기는 아니고 지금이 어떻게 보면은 약간 어, 보스 같은 아버지의 세대에서 그런 친구 같은 아버지로 넘어가는 이 과정일 것 같은데 뭐 그냥 이건 어떤 수치상으로 만약에 따지면은 뭐 하프가 섞여 있으면 제일 좋을 것 같기는 하고 그렇다고 뭐 내가 뭐 무조건 서양의 방식을 따라야 된다 주의는 아니니까 분명히 한국에서 생활하려면 한국적인 사고방식이 필요한 부분이 있을 거고 반대로 세상이 변해가고 있기 때문에 서양적인 어떤 사고방식도 같이 접목이 돼서 일단은 부모의 역할이 약간씩 이제 변화는 있어야 된다고 생각을 해요. 그래서 뭐 아까 얘기했던 것처럼 프렌들리하게 한다고 자식들이 나를 무시할 거라는 생각이 제일 무서운 생각인 것 같기는 해요. 물론 조금 더 이제 친근한 과정에 있어서 약간 그런 임폴라이트한 케이스들이 생길 수는 있겠지만 그게 다는 아니기 때문에 그 한국 부모들은 그런 사고방식을 이제 뭐 한 번에 버릴 수는 없지만 점차 점차 그런 생각을 줄이고 양육하는 데 있어서 어떤 애티튜드를 조금 바꿔야 되는 시기기는 한 것 같아요.
Anthony, do you
Well,
have any last questions for
I think that's enough for today. We only have 6 minutes left on the scheduled meeting anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Roy and Roy's 아버지, thank you for taking the time out of your Chuseok break to meet with us. Roy, good luck on your college applications.
Thank
I'm
you.
busy with those as well. Yeah. Yeah. I
네,
think